prophets are the mouthpiece of the Most High God. Their utterances are divine, for they speak only when propelled by the Spirit of the living God. On the 25th of June 2017, the man of God, Prophet Abera Kebede, released a prophecy with regards to the Northwest Province in the nation of South Africa. These were his words.
Oh, Father, we have to pray for province of Northwest Province, Northwest South Africa. Something like strange things about to happen. People are rushing some of them. People are killing some of them. I'm seeing also some people are burning, breaking cars. It's not easy, but the Lord be with you. The Lord be with you. It's there. Sign is going to happen, but nothing is going to take long. Hallelujah. Amen. Because of you. Because of none of you, you are not going to see anything in Jesus' mighty name. Amen. Are you there? Yes. But pray. Pray.
On the 19th of April 2018, renowned news agencies released news of the tragic events that occurred in the province of Northwest South Africa.
Northwest is expected to address media this afternoon over the situation prevailing in Mafikeng. All roads leading in and out of the city have been closed due to violent protests. Unrest is spreading in and around the Northwest capital, Mafikeng, as more residents join the call for Premier Supra Mahumapelo to resign. Shops have been looted and roads have been closed. Schooling and other social services have also been suspended. Taxi operations have also been suspended as taxi drivers have joined the protests. 3 malls have also been forced to close.
Northwest South Africa. Some people are burning, breaking cars.
Afternoon, Natasha. Indeed, as you rightfully say, that the streets of Mafikeng indeed are burning. In fact, right now it seems the protests really are still escalating, and right now they seem to be taking a different turn of looting shops that are owned by foreign nationals. Right now, as I speak to you, I am in Unit 14 here in Mafikeng, and literally at this particular moment, I see people moving up and down with groceries or cold drinks and food items from shops that are being looted. I see other people are now joining the looting, carrying suitcases, perhaps to go and put in whatever they will be taking from the shops in those suitcases. We see right now that we visited this morning some villages that are also part of the strike. We saw that the streets were still barricaded with burning tires and stones. And really, when we speak to the people to find out what the issues are, they are bringing up issues including that they do not want the Premier of the Northwest any longer, who is Premier Supra Mahumapelo. They are saying that it's high time for a new leadership in the province.
Northwest South Africa. Some people are burning, breaking cars.
Well, thank you very much, and thank you for being patient. We've had a fairly long meeting discussing the developments that have been unfolding here in the Northwest. What brought me back from London was the concern that I had when I started receiving reports about the unrest that was unfolding here, the burning and torching of buildings, the looting that had started happening here, and the protests that were underway. And as I looked at all this and received reports, I felt that we needed to have an immediate presence here. That's why the Deputy President, myself, Secretary General, and the Deputy Secretary General and other members of the National Executive Committee of the ANC came out here. The Deputy President and myself, from a government point of view, also wanted to come and hear precisely about matters that impact on governance here in the Northwest. We've had extensive discussions and inputs with our colleagues here in the Northwest, members of the legislature, members of the executive committee of the province here, the Premier himself, but we've also had discussions also with the members of the governing party here, and we've been given a full briefing about some of the challenges, the problems, and the issues that are unfolding here and are at stake. Having listened to all the inputs, we have decided that we would like to engage further with a number of other people, particularly members of the community here, not only in Mafikeng, but also in the Northwest. The issues that are being raised have to do with the position of the Premier, they have to do with governance, they have to do with issues of corruption in the province, and we've decided that these are matters that are serious enough as to enable us to discuss the matters broadly with people as quickly as possible on an urgent basis and ensure that we are able to get all the information which will then empower us to then take a decision going forward.
Northwest South Africa. Something like strange things about to happen. People are rushing South Africa. Some people are burning, breaking cars.
Our reporters Michael Apple and Liranzu Temba are in Mafikeng for us this morning. They're monitoring the situation all over the province. Liranzu Temba is there standing by. Liranzu, similar situation where you are?
Yes, the darkness that Michael is alluding to is this is the result really of the ongoing battles between police as well as the protesters that we did see last night. And of course, we do know that the arts industry has taken a knock here in Mabatu, where we know that the popular cultural center has been torched. I am standing just behind this cultural center. I'll just step aside so you can see what I'm talking about. So this is a container, but also a bus as well as cars that were torched by protesters here, not only in this arts center, but also several cars that we've seen around the Mabatu area have also been torched by protesters. Police have confirmed that 23 people have been arrested, Shahan, but more so, they've also said that the protesters also tried to target departmental buildings. The Department of Public Works and the Department of Education were targeted, where they did see that the burning down of guard houses as well as cars in those two departments. And we do know that police had their hands full, really just using rubber bullets as well as stun grenades to try and keep a lid on these very violent protests that have somehow turned criminal.